Okay, welcome to today's lecture on planning research methods. And today I'll be talking about some introduction about the course, that what is this course going to offer you and how can this course help you in completing your research when you move on to your research phase. So firstly, um, most of you who know me by now, my name is Irfan Imrana. I'm available online for appointments. You can just email me or drop an email me on this address. Alternatively, you can also come and check with me in my room, that if I'm free and if there's some urgency, you can come directly to my room as well. So my room number is 120 and a table name. So what about this course and what do you expect? First of all,
सर
let me
आपकी
ask
आवाज
you, G, anyone? Yes, someone wanted to say something? समद आपको आवाज क्लियर आ रही है? रिजवान?
जी सर आ रही क्लियर है
Clear. Great. Okay, great. So kindly interrupt me if you are not getting the right. You cannot hear me. Okay. So coming back. So first of all, I would like to ask that how many of you have kindly raise your hands. That how many of you have conducted research, not a project, research in your final year in bachelor's? Kindly raise your hands, so I can have a good idea what sort of research approach should I be using. Okay, Samad, Rida. Yeah. So I mean, most of you have not done your thesis or research study in your bachelor's, if I'm getting the right picture. So, okay, so this course is basically will be telling you about different research approaches. So even if some of you engineering students or architects, they have uh, worked on some kind of research or final year projects, the research is totally different from that thing. Planners, most of the planners, I assume that they have gone through the thesis probably with their group mates. But in your master research, you will be taking an individual research thesis on a particular topic and concept, and most probably you'll be publishing some articles on that topic within this with the team of this department. And I'm hopeful that you might learn some new things about how to approach the research. And this course might be a little bit boring for the planners because they have gone through this, but it might ignite some interest for engineers and architects who have not yet taken this research in their bachelor's thesis, bachelor's degree. So personally, I suggest or I feel that this subject is best if delivered face to face, and because in this kind of course, you might not learn from just seeing something written on the presentation. So you need to have an interactive discussion for research. So I'll try my best to have some lectures delivered through DL mode as well as face to face. But I would like to, I would just advise or suggest that please come to the uh, your face to face when there is time for you. Come in the class, because that on in that class I'll be having some extensive and long lecture as compared to the DL mode. So I suggest to participate fully in your face to face lectures. Okay, so in this, the main thing about this course outcome is that at the end of this course, I will try to enable you to have your own research proposal according to the rule and regulation of NERST. I will be providing you some different, you can say, techniques to come up with your own research ideas, your own research methodologies, and how you will be proceeding into the research phase. So this research, in the end of this research, most of you will have selected a topic your research thesis, or some kind of a loose or generic, I would say crude methodology of what you will be going to be adopting. So in the end of this, the first outcome of this course is your research proposal. In this subject, all of you individually will be presenting your research proposal to the rest of the class and me. So two things, a presentation and a research proposal thesis. The first chapter of your research proposal. That is the main agenda in which you will be marked. This is the first and the major outcome of the research. Any question till now? Anyone? Okay, so proceeding that
Sir,
is,
I
yes,
wanted to ask.
please.
Sorry, I couldn't raise my hand. I wanted to ask, sir, can we? Is it like is there a list of topics from which we will be choosing our topic, जो हमारी research का topic होगा, or are we open to anything?
Yes, very good point. Yes, you're personally you are open to anything, but I would suggest to go with the interest or the research, you can say aptitude of your advisors. Well, that will help you great in choosing your topic on in choosing a research. But yes, you are open to choose any topic, any field, anything as long as it is research related. Some of your I have seen some students like come up with different research ideas or proposal, but in fact that is usually disguised as a project. At the end of the some thesis, they are working towards the some kind of a project. But research is totally different. Research is basically we'll be revisiting some theories and try to conceptually link, identify some problems. So yes, Saleh, you are open to like come up with your own idea, research idea. But that needs a lot of literature review before you can come up with an idea. Yes, and the question for you also is yes, you are open to choose anything to your liking. And yes, sometimes the students which they like the topic they are going to be pursuing, they are very much active in that thing, or they have already developed some expertise in that topic. So that also helps you in choosing the topic. Yes. Any other question? But yes, we will go into each like question which Salia had, that how will be like choosing a topic, how will be conducting your literature review, how you will be developing or curating your own methodological framework in which you will be pursuing the whole research agenda. So we'll divide up some lectures into different you can say parts of the thesis or research. So first of all, our focus will be pre-research, like what are the prerequisites for for doing the research, what topic, how to shortlist your topic, how to define your objectives, and that would be like pre-proposal part. And then you'll be conducting the research, how and where you will be collecting your data, and how you will be analyzing your data. And the third part is after research, how you will be publishing or you can say disseminating your own research ideas to the rest of the world. So that is basically three big components we'll be dividing into different parts. So coming back to the tentative course contents in which we will be, first of all, we'll be revisiting why the research is important in the social sciences and how it shapes your policy making and your urban planning literature. So there are different types of researches and their limitation will be explored. Then we'll be moving on to different methods which will enable you to achieve your particular research objectives or your hypothesis. And then we'll be critically revisiting your research process in which should be unbiased. What happened most of the time is that students, they are very much biased in their research. They already know the findings. So as a research, it's the job of your advisor and as a research student as well, as a research scientist, you can say, it is your job to be unbiased. Whatever type of objective you have and whatever the findings is, you have to stay objective, you have to stay unbiased. So don't go into after the already that this is the finding. No, just follow up the proper research process, and then we'll check whether that findings helps you achieve your objective or not, or your hypothesis. Then is some different methods of data, like how much data is there reliable. There are different statistical tests out there which enables your advisor and yourself to assess that is the data collected from the field is reliable or valid or not. Okay, we'll go into that in details. Then we'll be exploring some different types of qualitative or quantitative research. That quantitative is like you can say with the fully operationalized by the help of statistics in our field, and qualitative is mostly interview data, and that also includes a lot of qualitative data analytical techniques. Most of the students, they are very much weak in qualitative analysis. Like they are very good in quantitative, especially engineers and planners, but qualitative analysis is very much limited in urban planning field. But because people are very much hesitant in that, but qualitative research has its own importance, and there are a lot of data techniques to analyze the qualitative data. So we'll be revisiting those techniques as well. And some how to conduct surveys, how to do some sampling, and how to develop some questionnaires, how to collect those questionnaires, how to analyze different types of quantitative data. Depending upon the data, your analysis type or your statistical tests will vary. Then how we will be performing some kind of regression analysis, some advanced statistical methods that would help you achieve your particular objectives. So remember, objectives are very important, and objectives are basically shaping your methodology, your data collection, as well as data analysis. So objectives is very important. So then there are different techniques of data collection. We'll be revisiting those as well, like field observation, case study analysis, quality, like conservation analysis, focus group discussions. Yes, Zishan.
सर मुझे स्लाइड नजर नहीं आ रही.
Screen नजर नहीं आ रही. Okay, anyone else having the same problem?
सर अब आ रही है.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so then the last part would be like presenting your findings and writing up your thesis and disseminating your research book. That is basically paper writing. So we'll be having some kind of paper writing technique, as well as reference workshop in which we'll be telling you how to do some referencing or citations in your paper. So we'll have a workshop on that as well. So some of your lectures will include that you have your laptop with you at times. So I'll let you know that in which lecture you will be needing your laptops, especially in this referencing workshop, citation workshops, and your statistical analysis workshop. So you might need those. And if you don't, I'll be giving you some softwares as well. I'll be giving you some links to some software. You should download it and you should practice your own test on that. So I'll be giving you some kind of workshop on that as well. Some you can say assignments as well. Okay, so this is a tentative grading schedule. This was before COVID situation. So I'm not sure what COVID situation will happen in the near future. So before COVID situation, I usually had to do like this, like 3 to 4 quizzes, 10% marks, assignments, 10% marks, and then a whole research proposal, including presentation and report. So 10% that marks, and 1 hour test, 30%, and then your end semester exam at the 40%. So this is a tentative grading scheme which I'll be following, unless and until there is some problem, some COVID situation, this crisis escalates, then I will be referring to the new grading system by the school or by the head office, by the administration. So we'll be, so this is my tentative grading scheme. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask any questions. So these are some reference books out there which are readily available in the library, and I have of you students have also raised a question in the feedback that you don't have access to these books, soft copies of these books. So I'm not sure if their library will be helping you out there, but I think I will be personally uploading all these books. If I have the soft copy with me, I'll be uploading all these books on your LMS, and then you can just review it at your own convenience. So this is a general introduction to your subject in which we will be focusing on the planning research methods. So thank you. And any questions? Again, any question about this course? Anyone? So no questions? Anyone want to raise hands? No? Okay, so how many of you have enrolled in this course via CMS or LMS? So I'll just stop the recording now. Thank you.